Hi, and this is Jonna. I'm the Preppy Crafty Girl, and I want to talk to you about some new and upcoming kits that I'm going to be offering in my Etsy shop, which will be linked below this video. And I'm so excited. This one I'm calling I guess the book club girl, or I just kind of started collecting a bunch of blue items. And then I found some book things like this public library tag that I had. And so I also have this German card that says read on, keep on reading, continue to read. And then there's a library card. And what else do I have in here that had to do with reading? I had a couple of some really cute advertisements from some vintage magazines. So the reading is for everyone, the book nook. So this, and then I have this vintage pattern girl from a counter book that I had. So I cut her out. I thought this would be really pretty. So this is all kind of a blue and gray theme. And you're gonna get, besides that, you'll get some yarn that came out of a vintage, and actually showed this on a video in the past. It came out of, I think it's crewel work, I'm not really sure, and it feels like wool, I can't really tell. It wasn't marked, the packaging wasn't marked, but you will have a whole thing of that. This is a French millinery flower, so it came off of a hat, and it's very loved and torn and tattered. This is also antique. I got a stack of these when I was in Italy. I'm adding that in. This is a pretty, just sticking with that blue-gray theme. These are from, what do they call those? Like nature books. So you get 2 sheets. This is an old vintage. This is just nature, 2 girls walking, a vintage photograph. I don't know who these people are, but you can make up a whole story. I just thought the colorway was nice for this. There's a blue striped index card, these Woolco snaps. I don't know if you saw one of my videos, but I actually journaled on the back of a button, and I like to use the packaging for that. Or I also did another video where I took a photo and I punched it with a circle punch, and put it in the middle, and it kind of framed it. So you'll be getting that. This is from an old reader. It was an end paper. It is a little torn. Everything's going to be a little worn and torn because it's all authentic. Nothing's copy, a copy of anything. It's all authentic ephemera. So, and then this is from the Florida Society of the Daughters of American Revolution notepad that I had, but I loved the patina and the whole blue. This is an old oil coupon. It's just blue. I thought it was go with the theme. These are some old, like the extra button you get on clothing. And this one, this is navy. I love the little crown on there. You can either use the button or you can just leave it like it is, and you can again just use this as a tag and journal on the back of it, however you want to use that. This is from an old book that I actually got in Australia, but it was like the whole blue theme. It's more about gardening, I think, but anyway, I like the blue and the green. This is just the blue, green, gray kind of. This is an old floral card. This was from a game I got when I went to Australia. I'm not really sure I can't remember what the name of the game was, but I just, again, because of the color, and it's just really cool. So I put that in there. This is some old, how children would learn how to write, some school paper. This just is an offcut of some piece of the young people's annual. But I love the watercolor scene, and then it had the gray at the top. I thought this was perfect for this colorway. This is some journaling cards that you can cut out, and you can punch these little things out. This is along with this one, these are wine. They've never been used. They're this one's from 1971, but they are wine labels. I love this one, this with the blueberries. Oh my gosh, blueberry wine product in Germany. So we get 2 of those. This is a page out of an old sewing book, but I just like the blue and the black. And then I'm putting in one of these Valspar just because I thought the colors were pretty, and it looks really nice when you just, you know, put it along the edge like this, or you could focus on a word or picture behind that. So say you wanted to focus in on the little girl, you could layer it over like that. This is a cute little Norman Rockwell scene of 2 boys kind of vying for this girl, so I'm putting that in, a little playing card. This is a vintage, and almost all of this is vintage, so I'm not going to keep continuing to say vintage. Except for my ledger, I think. It's from 1930. And these are antique pearl buttons, so a pearl button card. So you're going to be getting that. But this is a postcard, Hallmark. This was an insert. Look at this. This was actually like on there. I just thought it was the coolest ever, how it looks kind of like burned, but it's not, it's just age. So I just like that it said the journal. I don't know, it came out of some magazine I had. And I loved this. I love these old coupons. Look at that, look at the font, it's so amazing. So I'm putting that in there just because it was the right colors. So a lot of this is chosen for color that you can use in collage or whatever. Oyster Remick. This is an old recipe card. This is one of those Betty Crocker recipes, again, just because of the colors. But then on the back you have, I turned it into like a little note card. This is from Life magazine from 1969 or 64, yeah. But again, you can either journal right on here, or you could use it like a photo frame. I thought this would be really cute to put as a photo frame. Then I stitched and then glued on some rickrack onto, just to make like this cute little ruffle, onto some stamped parchment paper and some old pattern to make trim on something. So even just doing this, look at this, for a note card, look how cute that would be. Just layered on there to do your journaling. This will not get the pattern in, but it has like a couch, like slip covers. So I thought the colorway was perfect. And so I'm putting that in, and the patina, the age around the edge. I'm not sure how old this is. It doesn't say on here. Probably 1980s, 90s. Oh wait, 98. Okay, so this is the little boy being tucked in. So this is from a little reader. This is from 1956 wallpaper book. So here's some trim, like a wallpaper border. Here is a bingo card paper. It's not a card, but it's paper. These are old. I've had these forever. So I'm reusing those. And then this is from the 1930s. Beautiful ledger that I own, and I just decided to share. And because it has all these beautiful, just blue words and numbers, I'm sharing that big piece. Here's a library card pocket. And then I have these are from a fabric book that I have. So it has the swatch on it. So it will have, the paper will be still attached of the color, and they will have holes in them from where they were in the book. But there's still a lot of usable, you could make a journal cover just from taking these two. You could trim off the end where the holes are, and you could just fold them over, stitch them, and they would make a beautiful cover if you wanted to make a cover. for all of your vintage items. So this is what's going to come in the kit. And kits. This is, I'm going to call kind of the girls' time out together, ladies who lunch, book club kind of a deal. So I had the blue one. Now I'm going to show you the green and yellow one. So again, I've got green and everything's been curated. It's all pretty much all vintage. I believe this one is all vintage. And I've even included some antique pearl buttons, real pearl buttons card. So let's get started. So I've got these two bingo sheets. They're not cards, they're paper. You have two lovely ladies who want to lunch or go out. There's also this blue one on the back, but I chose it for this, so I've cut them out. I didn't fussy cut them really close because I don't know exactly what you want to do with them, so I cut them out enough to give you, so if you like the white edge or you don't like the white edge, you can kind of fussy cut it yourself. So you have that. These are from a 1963, I believe it is, April 1963, a pattern counter book. Here is a vintage Hallmark postcard. Here is a daffodil Hallmark coaster, paper coaster. And everything's gonna be patina, so it'll either be kind of yellowed, it may have some little spots on it, or yeah, the edges might be a little wrinkled, papers might be a little wrinkled because, like I said, this stuff is old. And so I have curated it all over the years, and I'm shocked how much of this stuff is still like in really good, like look at this card. This is an antique pearl. It looks like it might be from the 1920s, very Art Deco pearl button card. They're beautiful. This is some, well, I'll get to that because it's kind of stacked, but here is a library tag. Then I have some green, some kind of money. It was from, I think, a stockbroker game or something from the 70s. I had a couple little tickets. This one's really pretty with the pattern on the back, so you can either use it this way or use it that way. And then this is another one I have. This is a little cookbook, how to cook and enjoy artichokes. So cute. Hearty stuffed artichokes, baked artichokes, Italian. I should copy this before I send it because I love artichokes. Okay, so anyway, yeah. So you're getting a little booklet. This is a card, I believe it's a German card for heart, sweet, dear or darling, hearty, cordial, or affectionate. This is a high tone index guide, alphabetical. It was the sheet that was in some index for file, the little index cards, like the file folder index cards. Anyway, that's some packaging. This is a pretty, lovely yellow green floral out of a nature book. Here is a poached pear recipe card from a Betty Crocker box. And then I just stitched it and added on. So you have like a little note card. This is a receipt. This is a handwritten cranberry fruit salad. Just thought it was yellow, so cute. This is a really cool, but I got it because of the fiction, so you can use it as, you know, if you do read a book, it says nonfiction, whatever. But these are really cool, or you could use it for treat or fit if you're fitness, but you can also, it has a crease in it to fold it over, so you get nonfiction, nonsense, nonstop like that, and it does the same thing. Misfit, misplaced, mistreat, misuse, misjudge. So anyway, but I liked it because it had the fiction. It's also green, so it's keeping with our color scheme right here. These are out of not S&H green stamps, but kind of like it. This was Gold Bell, I believe. And then this one, like True Value, I think this may have come out of, but look how they're reading. So I thought this was really cute to put in there. Then I have this most yummiest. The paper is amazing. And look at the color of this atlas. Oh my goodness. So I'm sharing it. This is really hard because this is one of my favorite atlases. Just because I haven't seen anything like it in this olivey, greeny, taupey, tan kind of color. With this muted grayish blue for the water. So pretty. So I'm sharing that one. Then I have this little notepad, says things I'd rather not do today. This is from a German language card, and it has like the lost manuscript. So I thought, and it has, I strongly recommend this book, which I thought was really cute. These are stickers from for file folders that you would insert in your typewriter. So if you have a typewriter, you can still use them. If not, you could just draw on them or stamp. This is a vintage card of two lovely ladies, which I felt like really went with the color scheme. You can make up your own little talk bubble, your own little scenario, but I thought it was really cute. They're little A-line dresses, having some kind of little get-together. Then I have some 1953 wallpaper. I have a 1953 wallpaper book, but look at this with the garden path and the archway. And then this is a little bit of the pattern, the wallpaper border. And then this is this lovely texture. Now this is really fragile. It's like supposed to look like grass cloth, but it's not. But if I were you, I would not just use this as a piece of paper. It's very fragile. So you would want to definitely collage or glue this on another item. But it's just beautiful. Then I have these two old, never used wine labels. Then I have this fabric, which came out of an old fabric. I want to say this was from mid-90s, I think, but I thought it was very Monet-esque, don't you think? Like a watercolor. And, but it came out of the fabric sample from a decorator. And you could sew it together. You can soak the paper off in water or just leave it on, or you probably could peel it off, but I just left it on. I didn't want to mess with it. It's also going to have holes from where it was bound in the book, so I just wanted you to know that you can use it in collage or snippets, or you could just use this part and then make a journal cover or a little pouch or something from that. This is some scrapbook paper. Okay, so anything that is bigger than the sheet that I'm going to be packaging it in is going to have to be folded. So I just want to let everybody know that when you buy these from me, they are going to have some folded papers in them. I tried to, the fabric will have to be folded to go in it, just because I'm trying to keep the postage down for you guys. So I just found if I put it in the smaller pack. 2 more pages. This is the story of Sunbeam. This is really old but lovely patina. So again, you'll want to collage with this. And then I added in this game sheet because I thought this was really cool how it had all the names of the months. And so I figured, you could circle the month and you could add it on. And I also like executive decision. So if you have to make an executive decision on something, you could always just put it in like this and then circle what month you're making your executive decision on. So it's really cute in a journal. And yeah, so that is the yellow green girl kit that will be going up in my Etsy shop, which will be linked below in the comment section, above the comment section. So you may have to click on the down arrow on the right to access this. Please come see me on Instagram. Thank you for watching the video. I will be doing a journal with me soon. I want to work on a couple of photos and items that I found that I'm getting inspiration from as I am curating these kits. So is going to be some typewriter labels. You can put these in your typewriter, or you can just hand write them or stamp. They're stickers they were for files. An old little piece of note paper, which I just thought the color was perfect with the fabric that I had in here. This is not from a S&H green stamp, but another one, I think maybe True Value or one of those. Here are some bingo sheets in pink and gray. Look at this. Isn't she so cute? It's called Helen Valentine, the Young Wife's World. And then she's got her little umbrella. I thought that was really cute and went with the colorway of this kit. These are some flower punch outs, are from Anna Griffin. This is a piece of wrapping paper, but I loved the friendship kind of. This has a little bit of a friendship kind of a feel to it too. But it says life's completeness and richness depend on the things we share with our loved ones and friends. So I just kind of tucked that in there. This is a note or journaling card that I did, and I left this. It's an old Marriott hotel notepad, so I left it upside down so you could see it. And then there's an English summer pudding recipe. This is an insert from a Life magazine, but look how perfect, pink. So you can either journal, you could cut out the words on here, you can just use it like in collage somehow, but I thought that was perfect. This is a German word card. This is a tag. I don't know, I had got a whole bag of these at an estate sale, and I just thought it was cute because it had the gold crown and the crown, and you could always cut out your lady and put the crown on her head. That would be really cute. Or just, a lot of times I use these and I journal right on the back and tuck them in like a tag. Then there's this little dryer oil company product, I don't know, some kind of little token. This is from a 1950s yearbook that I have. So I cut out some people, and some of them may have like their signature on it or whatever, where the yearbook was signed, but I thought they're fun. You can decorate them, put crowns on them, little glasses, however you want. But like you could do like these two girls are vying for the guy, or you know, that could be their dad. I don't know. You can make up all kinds of stories with them. So I thought that was a cute idea. This is a vintage picture that I had. There's no writing. I don't know who these people are. I just have a whole box of them, and I just thought it'd be fun because she's wearing pink and it's two girls, and that's kind of why I took these out of that counter pattern book that I have. And so you got the two girl kind of theme going for you and your friend, or you and your sister, or whatever. And this is a flashcard. It's a music flashcard. This is probably the only thing that's new in here, and this is a Valspar paint chip, but it was the right colorway, and I like using these to either journal on, use as a mat, or you can, you know, if you want to highlight something, you can put it around that, like to highlight it. These are old snaps. Now some of the ones that I have in here may not have any snaps, or this kit is how the kits that I'm putting up is, these are the kits. This is what you're going to get. So this will come with this one. I did a video where I used a circle punch, and I punched out the picture of my dog and put it in the middle and used it like a frame, and then I journaled on the back. So, and here are some gray buttons and one old pink button. This is a receipt from the 1960s, but it's pink and it's so cute. And then this is a receipt from the 1900s. This is really old. I love the font on it, and it's gray. Oh my goodness, I had to put this in. I wanted to keep her for myself, but I'm sharing the love. So this was an ad, but I just loved her. I love the attitude she has. I love the feathery Zsa Zsa Gabor dress. I just loved her. And then this was on the back side. So you could either use this I think this is from a 1969 Good Housekeeping, or 65, I'm not really sure. But anyway, so that's that. This is a wine label, but I loved this color. It's kind of like a taupey gray color. Then I added in this flashcard because it has 39. So I thought you could either, if you're turning 40 or whatever, or you could always be forever 39. So I just added that in there. I thought that was fun. This has some pinks and gray in the map, so I added that sheet map. Now I had to fold things to fit them in my packaging, which I'll explain at the end of the video, but you're gonna get that. Then you will be getting a piece of 1953 wallpaper that has like the perfect pinks and grays. You will also be getting 2 pieces of fabric from a decorator book. These will have holes in them because they came out, that's for where they were bound, but I left it because this part is still good, so I left the holes in there. But you get that pretty cream and then this pretty pink. And this also will have holes in it, and it will have the paper still attached. But how cute. If you want to make a pocket, if you wanted to make a journal out of it, you could. It'd be so cute. This is from a vintage sewing book that I had. Oh my goodness, come on. Look at this, it's so cute. Step-by-step planning on how to plan your wardrobe. Look at her wardrobe needs, and she's standing in front of her closet. I did not want to give this one away, but I am. Okay, it's really cute. Then I have some, this is just out of a cooking magazine that I had called The Journal, but I thought this was kind of neat, that grid. And then this is the old handwriting paper. Then I added in some Anna Griffin paper, which I folded in the colors, but it's folded, so it'll fit in the packet to keep the shipping down for you guys. Well, I have free shipping, so. And then there's some cutouts that you can cut out that are in that kind of rosy pink and gray. So this is this kit. Girl, and I think I'm gonna say it again, but this might be one of my favorites also. I love them all. I want to keep them all. Now that I have them curated, I'm like, I don't want to let them go. But this one I am calling Goodnight Ladies. So it's kind of got a little girls' night out kind of a theme. But you can use it for whatever. This is just kind of like the theme I have going in my mind when I was putting it together. And also this is a lovely kind of pinks and gray theme. Yeah, different types of pinks, different types of grays, and some muted blue gray in this kit. So here we go. I'll just kind of start describing stuff. So we have a library tag, a clothing tag with a button. Sorry, I just hit it. Oops. A clothing tag with a button. These 3 lovely ladies who are going out for a night on the town or whatever. This is out of a pattern counter book that I have from the 1960s. And here are those 3 ladies out on the town having a little party. I love the little retro TV in the background and the wood paneling. Come on, you could just make up a story like this was the Brady Bunch house. Here are 3 ladies from a yearbook. And some wine labels. This was stitched parchment and some ruffled pattern paper with, or pattern tissue with a little bit of vintage rickrack on there. And I love using these like as like a tag topper, or you could lay it down like, you know, as on like a layering piece. So that's in there. This cracks me up. This is some notepad that I got at an estate sale. It says American Cryogenics. Really kind of interesting theme, but anyway, it was gray and I thought, okay, that's kind of fun. I like the patina. This is What's Cooking, brandied fruit. This is Mother, my curtains are getting shabby and her room is a mess. This cracked me up, so I just went ahead and cut it out, and because it's pink and gray, I put it in there. But her room is like a disaster and she's worried about her shabby curtains. And her mom is standing there with an apron and a dustpan. So I thought that was really cute. This is out of a nature book. This was cut out of a nature book. This is pardon my reach, oh my goodness. This is a receipt from a 1960s receipt book I had. This is a gray bingo sheet. This is a little paper sack with a pink tag. This is a notepad or a note card that I made that has some map on the back. I stitched on there. It's raspberry Bavarian cream. These are some flashcards. There's a music one and a division. This is kind of what started my theme. It's called Goodnight Ladies. We're going to leave you now, and it goes into Merrily We Roll Along, and so that's kind of how I got my theme. These are some Anna Griffin punch out flowers. Then I have some 1953 wallpaper that I'm sharing with you, and the reason why I know it's 1953 is because it's in a 1953 wallpaper book. So these are some offcuts of some pink and grays, great for layering, matting. I wouldn't necessarily use that as my journal page because it's very fragile, you'll find out. This is a Valspar sample, but I thought the colors were really cool. Again, some typewriter label stickers for file folders. Then I've got this map which has the pink and the gray. So I thought the colorway was really nice with the theme. These are some Anna Griffin offcuts of some journaling cards and little punch outs. Not punch outs, but you could punch them out yourself. This is a children's, sorry about my arm reaching. This is a children's reader, but she had a gray coat on. And she could be coming home from her long night out with her friends. It's creeping in the house. Or you could use it on this side where she gets yelled at by her mother. Okay, so these are from a decorator book, fabric sample book. So they are going to have a punched hole in it, and they will have a piece of paper like a sticker on the back. So you will, yeah, so I just want you to be aware of that. And then there's also this one. These have two punched holes from the binding and then the paper on the back, but still perfectly usable. And then these are some Anna Griffin scrapbook papers. It's the only scrapbook paper that's in here, but it went with the color. These will have to be folded only because of how I am shipping them. So this is what all comes in the kit. And these kits will be available in my shop. I'm kind of uploading stuff right now. And they will be, oh wait, I totally forgot. I had some more that went in this one. I thought there was more. Look at this one. Party nightcaps. So for a night out on the town, aren't they cute? Then there's 8 perfect ways for punch. So there's all different kinds of punches. These came out of a 1960s Good Housekeeping magazine. I just thought that that was really cool. Just because the colors. This one too, things are rough all over. Look at her barrel, her derm massage, I don't know. And then I thought this is really cool. I put in it's like, it was a 2-page spread, so, but I thought the colors went. And then some handwriting practice paper. So this is the Goodnight Ladies kit, I think I'm gonna end up calling it. Kits, and this one is Girls of Fall, or a fall or an autumn themed one. So let's get started. And I'm gonna start off with this really gorgeous, look at her head turban lady. She's from a counter, 1960s counter pattern book that I have. And then this has an F on it for fall, and it is like a little divider for index cards. I've got 3 wine labels in fall colors. Also some of the hem lace in this yummy mustard yellow with this crewel yarn, I think it is. I'm not really sure if it's wool or what, but anyway, it's nice fall colors. The thing that this is on, the card that this is on, is really tattered and old, but the buttons are just yummy. So I put those in there. This is an old Hallmark postcard, a bit of calico, a Valspar paint chip. Look at this cute, isn't she cute? She's raking the fall leaves, this old photo. I don't know what year it's from, and I don't know who that is, but anyway, I just thought she was so cute with her little rake out raking leaves. Then there is a children's book page, an old subtraction card. So you could either use this is a German card that has a fall on it. So I put that in here. Some money in a really cool olive green. This is from one of those stamp collecting books from the grocery store, but had a little nut and a squirrel on there. So I thought that was really cute. A green piece of money from this Bank of Jamboree, a game. This is one of those little envelopes that come with the extra buttons in it. So I put the envelope in there, and it is patinaed so lovely with that olivey green tone. And I have some wallpaper. There is a little bit of wallpaper border and some wallpaper bits in here. I believe there's 6 pieces. So we've got these 3 and then these 3. And look at this wood grain. This is from my 1953 wallpaper book that I've been sharing in my kit. So you'll get 6 pieces here. A bird, some fall leaves. 2 pieces of this fabric out of the Decorator Fabric book. Again, it will have a hole in it and it will have some paper. And the same thing, these have 2 holes, and then it will have some paper on the back. But the fall colors were just so yummy. I shared a piece of this yum yum. Love this color, the olive green and the taupe. And the gray blue for the water. I loved this atlas. Then the autumn, some sheet music. And a piece of scrap of paper from Anna Griffin. And that is my fall lady kit. So this will be up in my shop. When these videos air, they will be up in the shop. And I will have my Etsy shop linked below. It will come in a little page kind of protector type thing, and then I will have it inserted in these were new in package vintage sheets, and I made some envelopes for these ladies kits because they have to arrive to your home in style. And you will either get some a little bit of yarn that'll be wrapped around it, or I have some antique hem seam binding. Okay, so that is this kit, and I will be bringing you another one.